going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon GO, and the Astral Eclipse Event has gone live, which means we can finally complete this A Cosmic Companion special research, and I'm excited to do it. And all we gotta do is catch 3 Pokemon. How incredibly difficult. So difficult, in fact, that we've already done it. Let's claim the XP, and now we're finally going to be able to evolve our Cosmoem for the first time ever in Pokemon GO. And in fact, that's all we gotta do for this next page, evolve a Cosmoem. Let's do it real fast. But as much as I'd love to do that, as you can see, it's not allowing me to do it, which means I have to restart the game real quick. 1 second. And there we go. We can actually evolve the Pokemon. All we need is 100 candies in order to evolve it, and if you want Solgaleo, you just need to do it during the daytime, and if you want to get Lunala, you got to do it at nighttime. Personally, I like Lunala more, but for the sake of content, I'm gonna do Solgaleo because Pokemon GO and Niantic did say that we would be getting more Cosmogs in the future, and honestly, if we look at the IVs of this Cosmog, it's not exactly the best, so I'd rather have a better Lunala, so let's just do this one right now. But actually, you know what? No, we're not gonna do it right here. I have a better spot. This just feels like the perfect spot. This is the Singapore Merlion right here, and obviously we're gonna get a Solgaleo. It just makes sense, lion for lion, right? So there we go. We are finally going to get Solgaleo in Pokemon GO, and surprisingly, this is a pretty good Pokemon, so I'm not upset at all that I'm doing this one over Lunala, because it actually is more useful than Lunala, sadly. But there it is. We have Solgaleo finally in Pokemon GO. Such a cool-looking Pokemon. Has a really interesting shiny. Basically, all the white turns red. Pretty solid, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. It becomes a 1703, so we can't use it in Great League at all, and it gets Zen Headbutt and Iron Head. Let's check out its moves real quick. If we apply an Elite Fast TM on it, it can also learn Fire Spin. And if we apply an Elite Charge, it can also learn Psychic Feign, Solar Beam, and Flamethrower. Honestly, those are pretty solid moves. Apparently for Master League, this Pokemon is supposed to be really good. It takes care of things like Zacian and other things like that, all the poison types, all the fairy types, though obviously it's not completely impervious to stuff. Ground types will be a huge issue for this Pokemon, and dark types, and ghost. But now that we've done that, we can actually claim our rewards here and see what we get for this encounter. A Staryu. Wow, that's shocking. I mean, that's all we've been getting from these. To be honest with you, it doesn't bother me at all. I get it. It's a whole bunch of stars for some sort of astral event. It makes sense, but you know, it would have been nice to have a little bit more variance in there. Get our final encounters, which I am gonna just say right now, we're either gonna get a Staryu or we might get a Starmie. I don't know. Let's see what happens here though. We get a Starmie. Oh wow, that was right. Now let's move on to the next page. We have to evolve 3 Pokemon, walk 5 kilometers, and make 15 great throws. Pretty simple. And apparently we have 2 collection challenges. We've got the Sun Challenge and the Moon Challenge, and all we have to do is collect all those Pokemon, and we're gonna get nothing but Stardust from it. So this is actually really cool. As you can see, we have ourselves a Lunatone here, and it is the middle of the day, so they're not like locked to day and night cycles, which is great for the collection challenge. You can easily smash this thing out much faster than I thought you could. And our first shiny of the event off the Incense is an Alolan Sandshrew. I'm pretty down with it, even though it was a Community Day Pokemon. They still have very boosted odds on them. So if you haven't had the opportunity to catch one, like say you missed the Sandshrew Community Day, they're very common during this time, so I'm sure you'll get one as long as you grind. Well, let's take a look at the IVs. It's decent, whatever. Another Pokemon with increased shiny odds during this time will be Alolan Vulpix. We'll see if this one turns out to be shiny. It's not. You get more of a lavendery color with the shiny. But this is also the last one. I need to complete all the collection challenges, so that's nice. So the Sun Challenge and the Moon Challenge are done. You get yourself 3,000 Stardust for each of them, and yeah, that's literally it. All it does is bring up a whole thing for 3,000 Stardust. That's pretty magical. And in just a second, I should have one of those badges. Yep, there we go. And we're officially at 82 of them in total. I haven't been to every single event, though, so I don't have the highest number. But let me know in the comments down below. What's your collection challenge medal at? Do you have a higher number or do you have a lower number? So I stopped for a second to get a quick bite to eat, and I decided to do one Neoligo raid, because why not, right? It's back, I was being invited by a friend, so might as well get some interaction, and I really wish I recorded me catching it, because it turned out to be a Hundo, which is awesome. I think this is my 3rd ever Hundo Ultra Beast, and I believe this is really good for Master League. Ever since they gave it Poison Jab, which I will definitely be giving to this Pokemon, this thing became pretty powerful, though it's still pretty weak to ground types, and it's still not perfect by any means, but it's still really cool that we got our hands on it, because if I really wanted to, I only need to get Pharmosa, Kartana, Celesteela, and I think there's another one that I don't have that's a Hundo, but it would be cool to get a Hundo of all the Ultra Beasts. I decided to pull up the Pokedex real quick. So I do have a Hundo Nihiligo, I have a Hundo of Buzzwole, I don't have Pheromosa, I do have Xurkitree, so I still need to get Kartana, Celesteela, and I never got the Guzzlord. But other than that, I mean, 3 out of the 7 is not bad at all. Only 4 more to go, and technically I might be able to pull that off with the upcoming Ultra Beast Incursion or whatever it's called. But now that we got this thing, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop raiding them, because I actually want to max this thing out to level 50, because again, it is actually really useful. And luckily there is a raid hour today. So unfortunately this camera's not really good at picking him out, but right there on the green patch of grass right there is a little otter running around on there. That's super cool. I did get some footage on my phone earlier, but That is really funny. I did not expect to see an otter just running around on that stage over there. I highly doubt he's gonna make his way up to me, but this would be amazing if he does, because this is so cool. I did not expect to see this guy. Yeah, he's about to jump in the water. There he goes. So I ran ahead just a little bit to see if I could intercept him. Sadly, he turned around, but he stopped right over there, and he's got himself a fish or something. This is such a cool little surprise. I absolutely love marine life, so getting to see something like this is a fun little treat. All right, enough of the otter. Even though I enjoyed seeing it, this is a Pokemon Go channel, so let's continue everything we had to do here. I've walked the 5 kilometers, so we've completed this page. Let's get our Nanabs, let's get our Pineapps, and we'll get our, I'm just gonna say Staryu. Is it gonna be shiny at least? Please? No? Not gonna be shiny? Fine. The final rewards are 1,000 Stardust. We're gonna be getting ourselves 4,000 XP, and I have no idea, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a star something. It's a Solrock, okay? I was wrong, 981. No idea if that's good or not. And the next page looks oddly similar. Evolve 3 Pokemon, walk 5 kilometers, but this time we have to make 5 nice curveball throws. All of that, again, is pretty simple, but obviously it's gonna take a little bit of time to walk those 5 kilometers. Luckily, I'm walking this whole loop here next to the Marina Bay Sands. The entire loop is about 5 kilometers, so it makes it a little easier. And we got ourselves some 12-kilometer eggs. There should be 12 of them. I wanted to show you the whole thing, but unfortunately, rain hit the screen, so first one's a Volibee. Our second one, though, what is this? Scraggy. Number 3, ooh, Pawniard. Man, just give me the blue one. The 4th egg is a Pancham. Number 5 is another Pawniard. Halfway with number 6, another Pawniard. Lucky number 7 is another Pawniard. Please, just give me a blue one. The 8th egg is a Sandile. I'm always down with Sandile. Number 9 is gonna be, Scroopy. Double digits gives us an Inkay. The 11th egg is another Pancham. And here's our final egg for the omelet, another Pancham. Yeah, we saw a lot of Pawniards, but sadly not a single blue one. Let's just take a look at the IVs real quick and see if anything is absurdly amazing. I would have loved that to have been good, but it looks like we just got a lot of bad IVs. Oh well, it happens. Man, where's Fleece when you need him? Check it out, guys. We got his favorite shiny boy right here. That's a fun find. It's not even part of this event either. Probably should have golden raspberried that, but I highly doubt it's gonna get away. But is it a Hundo Fleece? It's definitely not even close. And another 5 kilometers are done. Let's get the raspberries, let's get the pineapple berries, and of course the star, right? It's a star, isn't it? It's a star. And the final rewards are 1,000 Stardust. We're also gonna get 4,000 more XP. And what do we get here? We get a Lunatone. Makes sense since the other one was a Solrock. And for the next page, we have to earn 15 hearts with our buddy, catch 25 different species of Pokemon, and earn 10,000 Stardust. I'm very glad that there isn't a walking requirement for this one, not gonna lie. Something that might help with the 25 different species would be popping the daily incense, because we do get some interesting spawns off of this thing, though there will be obviously some event spawns that come off of it, but maybe we'll also get a Galarian bird. It is windy weather boosted right now, so maybe one will show up. But it looks like our first spawn is a Galarian Lunatone, which is also weather boosted. If only I could click on it. There we go, not shiny. Well, sadly no Galarian birds, but we did get a few different spawns that you don't normally see during events and stuff like that, so it was a helpful incense nonetheless. And 15 buddy hearts later, we have officially finished everything. Let's just grab these balls real quick, and then I don't know what this is gonna be. I don't think this is a Staryu, but it is a Gardevoir. Okay, that was very unexpected, not gonna lie. Just for fun, let's see what a 1286 is. It is not that great. And here's the Staryu, right? I bet you anything. How did I know? And our final rewards are gonna be a star piece. We're also gonna get our hands on 2,500 Stardust, and I believe 5,000 experience. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially done with the Cosmic Companion. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we are getting closer every single day. So if you like what you saw and you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of my content, I suggest this video right here. But on that note, I hope to see you in the next one.